And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson.
Everybody doing? I'm in John Mayer from the show.
Keep that vibing. John Mayer came on this show months ago, and then he walked in. He said he'd pop in for a minute. We all had headphones on. We're talking to the microphones. He comes in that door right there, stands by the door, and starts talking to us. We swing the microphone to be in front of him. He continues to talk to us, and then he goes, I'll tell you something about Bob Weir, but he goes, I would never say this on an air. And I was like, oh, we're on air. And he goes, yeah, okay. Bob Weir's not funny, and he thinks he's funny. And I was like, okay, man, that is on the air. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys probably got to get back on the air. I go, we've been on, all right. And he left, and I was like, apparently John Mayer's brother, right, is a fan of the show. And he called me and goes, hey, man, you said that on the air. And he had to call back and be like, can you guys take that out? It's like, yeah, of course.
I didn't know you're on the Bonfire.
Yeah,
His brother's a fan of the show.
Yeah, he's like, you were on the Bonfire? He's like, no, I stopped by to say hi. It's like, but we couldn't have. I said to him 3 times in this room, we are on the air right now. We're talking to him like this. I'm like in the microphone.
He's one of those guys
on the air.
Has he gotten so accustomed to pussy that he just doesn't even hear dudes?
Our frequency is the wrong thing. He's trying to figure out like a dog.
Pussy. I still.
No, he only hears words that would matter to him. He goes, my hot sister. Mom recently single and she still got it. Saw the receptionist here, dude, is fire.
I've been to a billion concerts. It's still the most hottest women per capita at a concert was John Mayer in Baltimore. It was like right when he was blowing up.
We don't really go to. Actually, you know what? I'm surprised for you to say that, Josh. Maybe it's the beginning of his kind of rise, but I've always heard if you're looking for, I'm saying Jelly Roll. I'm saying, like, I would say Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll has the most pussy.
Well, I'll tell you why, dude. When I've done those metal tours, particularly, and you talk to the crews and shit, 100% of the time, I go, hey, it's so funny. These tours are so like, where's all the backstage Bettys and the guys, the girls, that fucking whatever. And he was like, nah, man. He goes, this is like dudes and their girlfriends. He's like, anyone who's hot there is going for swinging for higher than a fucking roadie. And he was like, no, country, dude. He goes, we all these metal dudes clamor to get the fucking country tours because that is just beer drunk fucking hot tan sluts wearing shorts and cowboy boots, and they are there to suck and fuck to meet Luke Bryan or whoever.
There was a lot of trim on the tour.
Nice.
But
that's a nice fucking platinum blonde guy term. There's a lot of box out there. I took some of them on my PJ, my private jet for regular people.
I was trying to roadie it up. You know what I mean? The terminology, the backstage Bettys. There wasn't. It wasn't as like I've seen at a John Mayer concert.
I'm telling you, Jelly Roll might be in like the beginning of that's not. It's country, but it's.
Dude, I love Jelly. His music is like uplifting, just got off fentanyl music. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like you're talking about like Morgan Wallen.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Wallen probably
anyone who sings a song where it's like, and the girl got the thing, and her titties are out, and she's looking really good.
Shake it for me with the critters and the crawdaddies by the creek,
and you're moving and you're shaking them tight little derriere, and you're putting your big titties all up in the air. And I love Morgan Wallen, dude, said the N-word. That was nice. That was awesome.
Shut up, you N-words.
Yeah.
Come on in and have this 6-pack.
It was great. Do you remember it? It was the best.
It was in front of his house.
But it went away. It went away quick, and it should have, because it was white guys hanging out with white guys. Black Lou, don't even black me up on this. Let me ask your genuine opinion. Do you hold anger towards Morgan Wallen the way that was presented? Do you remember the situation?
No, but I've heard that situation happen many times before.
And is that one that you hold anger on?
No, and I'll tell you, I grew up in a time where you could play Call of Duty and get called the N-word 10 times in 3 minutes in the game chat, so I'm kind of used to stuff.
No. But is that aggressively calling people the N-word in those things? You're saying that's like a real aggressive. I'm saying what Morgan Wallen did, to my recollection, was what 5 white dudes, one of them getting out of the car, would say to each other because there's no black people around. Not because they're being racist. It's going to be good. You will be deemed as mocking black culture because you're saying it like black dudes are saying to each other is what he's trying to do.
Soft A.
Totally.
Oh.
See, no. I'm not talking about. Of course, if someone's aggressively saying the word, what's the defense there? What's his name? Riley Cooper, that old player for the Eagles. Christine, find that one.
I'll fight every. Yeah,
dude, that guy just fucking. That's a guy who's saying something racist.
While she's looking that up, okay, since that one didn't really stick, I guess is what you're saying. What's number one? What's the worst ever?
Michael Richards?
Ooh.
That might have to be.
I mean, Michael Richards was
Richards.
like... Yeah, how can... There's no question about that.
The reason I don't say Michael Richards is Michael Richards really well. First of all, Patrice convinced me that it was fine. And then on TV.
How did he convince you?
You never saw the Fox News? Patrice explaining why it's okay? Because he was trying to be funny. He thought he was doing something. Why? When I read into that... when I read into the Michael Richards thing, when you watch that, to me, it was... The Doors, Miami, 1969, and him just going, "You're all a bunch of fucking slaves," and the drummer just goes, and it's like, "Here we go," and then he just goes on a whole thing and pulls his cock out and whatever. It really reminds me like of that.
When was the last time you watched The Apology?
Of who?
Michael Richards, when Seinfeld went on.
It's not that long ago. I watched it on like most awkward TV moments, like Mojo.com or whatever.
Yeah.
It was most or Mojo YouTube. It was that. It's like and everyone's like, and Seinfeld constantly going, "Stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing,
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
And he's like, "I don't know why the audience think it's so funny. It's a serious situation. I've met a lot of these people and the things that they do.
Work on my issues."
Yeah, watch Riley Cooper first. Because show that and then Morgan Wallen, and you'll see what I mean. The intrinsic difference, Black Lou. Riley Cooper went for it, dude, but he thought.
I will jump that fence and fight every nigger here, bro.
Yeah, that's not playful.
Dude, do you remember what happened to him? And then it was so
I
funny.
like the girlfriend going, come on.
Well, great. That was off season, and then the videos from training camp that year, just like Riley Cooper. This guys couldn't wait. They would just lob him the ball, like in practice, so a guy could just come over and crush him. But I also I was going to stop him, but another player on the Eagles did not stop me from having Riley Cooper hit on aggressively a trans female.
That should buy you some points.
So that's probably if you wanted black people to hate him more. Morgan Wallen's thing. Now you heard Riley Cooper. What's the defense there? He was trying to show off for white people at the whitest event ever. It was a Kenny Chesney concert.
Yeah, there's no black people there, so who's he fighting? Who's he beating up?
The security. His argument was that was the big thing. Security was being like rough with people or whatever, and he was just doing. So that's the context of that.
Sounds like that's just what he calls black people.
I don't. Let me tell you something. I still stand by. I think I said this when it came out. I'm not pegging him, this guy, as like 360 fucking racist in any way. I mean, he's been playing sports his whole fucking life. I think he's got close friends that are black dudes. I think he was just. I'm saying the stars aligned on this one. That was in him. But you're at a Kenny Chesney concert, it's all white. One black dude's doing something mean. Everyone's looking at you, this big statuesque white dude. He's like, "I'll get it. I'll nail it."
What do you think got the person to start recording first? Was it the fact that he got recognized as the football player, or is that he said the N-word a few times prior to that, and they were like, "Let me get this last one"?
No. Riley Cooper's involved in a thing is what makes.
So they
him
knew it was Riley Cooper then. You think they started recording because of that? Because I don't think if you look at it, you just see, oh, this is a tall blonde guy.
Buddy, he's a very good at the time white receiver. The city of Philadelphia.
Is that in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
The city of Philadelphia knew who he was, for sure. They get so excited when a white guy does a skills position. They can't believe it. It's unbelievable.
Dude, I got to show you this
guy. It blows
guy.
their mind so much. What?
This Philly guy. I'm going to send it to Christine.
Oh, we got a couple
now.
Philly things today, too, because, it is election night here. And we are live. This show's going to end when the polls close. But Christine had a fucking great Philly thing with like it's the mayor?
No, it's the attorney general.
Don't bring up. Do this first because I want to make sure Black Lou. I want Black Lou to see the
attorney.
difference in judge. And I'm curious if he has any problem with this one at all.
I haven't seen this.
And if you do have a problem with Black Lou, I'm open to hear.
What's his name? Larry Krasner? I think I got it.
From Philly.
Yeah.
Oh no. This is I was like, no, this is
I'm
Morgan
not sure. I
Wallen.
gotta find it. Okay, here, let's do this one.
Take care of this pussy. Hey, y'all too? Hey, take care of this pussy ass motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Hey, Gracie, take care of this pussy ass nigga.
That's it. That's essentially it.
Did anyone? I guess you couldn't hear it, but was it an A or an ER?
It's an A.
It's an A.
It's white guys do. It's come on. You don't. This has never happened with you and your friends ever, Tim. Me and my friends do this constantly.
No, I lived around this. I lived around these people.
No, I live around these people too.
Why does this video go on for 2 more minutes?
Because they got different angles.
Because he kept saying it. He remixed it.
Yeah, I do think. I don't know what he's normally like, but there's definitely a class of white guys that get it to say it.
It's not even a get to say it. This is not a get to say it situation. I think I'm
drunk.
doing a bad job describing it.
No, he's with his white friends. He's drunk.
Oh,
and he's
I
just
see what
like,
you're
I'm telling you, on the most
yeah.
benign way. There's a good chance if Josh or you call me one day of me saying hello, of going like, "What's up?" And go, oh.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just. I'm saying. I think I'm reading it as that.
yo, this food is the.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Me and Josh have written full songs that will never see the light of day.
Never see the light of day.
Isn't it wild the world we live in? This guy.
Don't do
this
me
guy's
like that. Don't do me like that.
He's walking into his house and there's 5 angles, 5 different cell phone angles
where
of the
is-
same
wait.
event.
This must have been a long
Well, I
time
think he
ago.
just says it whenever he goes in and out of his house.
He just walks out. He's got like motion lights. He's got N-word lights. Start recording.
Black Lou, your thoughts on those two difference in those two videos, or if you see it no
There's
different?
definitely a little difference, but I wouldn't be offended. I could see someone wanting to fight him over that if they were walking down the street.
Morgan Wallen.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fair. If
Yeah.
they were there and saw it, not if they saw the video and then saw him walking down the street.
Right.
So that's funny that we're talking about this. And not to promote anything on my own shit, but I did one of the Man in the Street things with this black dude, and I guess a Dominican or Puerto Rican. I think he's Dominican, and we start singing "Magic Dance" by David Bowie, and when he says, like, it gets to this point where he's like, and baby says, and then he makes a noise, and baby says, go up, but he says, and baby says, sing it into the N-word to his friend, and the guy laughs, and it's like, because I hear like Dominican people using the N-word now, and like, is that
What's that about? I can't use it.
like, not
What's
saying I
that
can
all
use it.
about?
I'm not saying I can use it, but what is acceptable and what is not? Like, what level of color do you have to be to, like, in society where nobody's going to get mad about it?
Enough that if slavery started tomorrow, you would be picking cotton next to me.
Nice. All right, I'm out. I'm pretty pale.
This guy hates a hard day's work. I'm there with you.
You're not picking.
I'm picking cotton.
New York Puerto Ricans just kind of like adopted the word. Like they use it like it's theirs.
Yep. Fact,
Cardi
yeah.
B, like
She's black.
she's Puerto Rican,
Is she really?
isn't she?
It's weird. I heard she was dating Tony Hinchcliffe. You think they're arguing about that now?
Do you want to hear this district attorney?
Did he say the N-word?
No.
No.
Philly N-word,
Black
you
Lou,
guys
we-
got to go out there and vote.
Yeah, it's great. What he does say is great. Christine showed me this earlier. This is the Philadelphia district. The Philadelphia DA issues a warning about election, not tampering, but like
Bullying.
like
Interference.
intimidating interference. Yeah.
But I also want to be clear. Anybody who thinks it's time to play militia, F around and find out.
Find out.
Anybody who thinks it's time to insult, to deride, to mistreat, to threaten people, F around and find out. We do have the cuffs. We do have the jail cells. We do have the Philly juries.
By the way, the
We have
black
state
guy in the
prison.
suit with the dreads in the background, his smile's getting so big. Look, he's looking at everybody around him. He's like, is this guy for real?
And the guy on the far left looks like Captain Bowser. Bowser.
Yowza.
Yowza.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
And then fucking Alvin Bragg on the right. He's like, don't say it. Don't say it.
Juries, and we have the state prisons. So if you're going to try to turn an election
Into some
into
kind of
some
fucking
form of
shit show.
coercion,
Into some kind of shit show.
You can think you're going to take your most sacred duty, which is voting, and turn that into some kind of fucking shit I don't even like, dude.
Yeah, bring that shit over to my house, see what happens.
Yeah.
F around and find out, man.
Yeah, my dad will fucking whoop you with the N-word beater.
Yeah. We got jailed into Philly Stadium.
of coercion. If you're going to try to bully people, bully votes or voters, you're going to try to erase votes, you're going to try any of that nonsense, we're not playing.
crap.
F around and find out. That's what we're going to do.
I love anyone. When you're in it, growing up in it, I wish I would have enjoyed the laughs at how funny the Philly accent is when I lived there and didn't just think it was the way the world spoke. Because now the joy I get, my favorite, if the Sixers, I record the Sixers games. When it's the Sixers feed, I get to watch usually. With 5 minutes left in the game, whatever it is, they go back to the studio for the post-game people to get them, like, a little hype for, like, coming up after the game. It's this woman, Amy Fadul, who's a white girl, Jim Lynam, and
love Jim. He used to be the coach of the Wizards,
right,
dude. I love him.
But I never noticed when I was younger. When they go to him, Amy Fadul will be like, she always gives the rundown. She goes, afterwards, we're going to talk about Maxey's amazing night and Paul George's debut and blah, blah. He goes, Coach, anything you're seeing out there? And he just goes, yeah, going up and down the court, and like they got to get up there and start hitting them buckets because if they're going to sit in there and run around and do that, it's not really going to work.
Get off your fucking ass, dude. Run it the way we fucking practice it.
Yeah, the problem is they're not completing their passes and they're going out there and running around. Guy's a real ham and egger.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty close there. Some Morgan Wallen shit there.
No, dude, a ham and egger. That means
sounds like
a work dog. Racist.
I've never heard that ever.
You ever heard that boxing term, a ham and egger?
No, it's in Rocky 1. Rocky says
Spider Rico's a ham and egger.
All right, you mook. That was in Mean Streets.
Talk about misheard lyrics.
What did you hear? A ham and N-word sandwich?
Ham and egger.
It sounds like a different name for someone pronouncing Schwarzenegger's name wrong. Arnold Hammenegger. Oh, yeah. It is election day. Everyone here has voted, mostly for Kamala, except Christine did Trump twice. Christine voted. I didn't vote.
I voted.
You're not even registered to vote.
I don't think I'm even registered to vote.
You can't even rock the vote? That's crazy. You're such a poser, dude. You're such a fucking fake poser not even rocking the vote. Okay.
I didn't rock the vote.
I thought you couldn't get jury duty.
Loser.
This is the one election we're really missing out on. Doesn't Diddy usually run a lot of like election type stuff?
Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Yo, you gonna let this guy win? Vote or die. I wonder if Trump was ever at a Diddy party.
100%.
You think so?
Oh my God, dude! Did you hear the thing that was released a couple days ago, where like there's like 100 hours of Jeffrey Epstein talking about his relationship with Trump?
Oh, well, we just saw the one where he says they're best friends, but he's like shitting on him.
Yeah,
he's like, this guy has scalp shortened.
he's an idiot, and it's like besides like real estate, he's a fucking retard.
Oh yeah.
He said he knows real estate deals better than anyone, but everything else he's stupid in.
Well, that confirms it. A guy who owns a pedophile island thinks Donald Trump's a retard.
I don't think he
so
went
if you
to
did like Trump, that's the reason to turn on him. Hey guys, that fucking pedophile who fucking killed himself. Fucking.
God doesn't know the first thing about running a child sex slave island.
Donald Trump's an idiot, dude. He fucked 3 kids in my place. He told people immediately. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Shut up.
Keep on the DL.
I don't think Trump.
My big mouth. I'd be a bad person to invite to your pedophile island.
Why?
There's a total secret. I go, dude,
I got to fill in 8 hours of broadcasting.
He goes, guys, guess who went to Pedo Island? Partook.
Yeah, you are a loudmouth.
Yeah.
You ruin it for everybody.
He goes, guys, I wasn't going to say anything, but I Eiffel Towered a girl with Prince William. I didn't even know he was a prince until we were done. We were all sitting there, empty-balled, talking.
It was me, Bill Clinton, Prince William.
Man, those poor girls. When those poor girls, they probably got him and goes, "Hey, you want to fuck a prince tonight?" Like, yeah. And then some guy like, "Oh, hey,
can I eat your minge?" Put it.
How exquisite.
They talk like the bullfrog people in Star Wars.
Eat my Yorkshire pudding on your face.
Look at those teeth.
Hello, I'm a prince.
Go and get naked and spread your tussie. I'll be right in, clean your box. I'll be right over there to eat it down.
I'm gonna go clear out my foreskin cheese and be right with you right here. Hey? Oh shit!
What music should we fuck to? Hey, mama, see the way you move.
Oh shit!
I was saying I don't think Trump would go to a Diddy party for one reason. I don't think he needs to.
I thought you were going to say too many black people.
That guy's got so much pussy.
It's a little dark for me over there.
That's so crazy, that picture. Like that because she's came out and said that like he did all this stuff and blah blah blah, and he was like trying to go on. He's like, no, we were just having a conversation.
He says he doesn't remember taking the picture.
I know, but look at his hand. It's on her kishkas. You know
I know, it's really funny where it's like he goes, "Hey, Prince William, go ahead and smile with your underage prostitute."
Did he have some like so strange thing where he's not able to sweat or something like that?
Yes,
Look it up.
Yeah. No, it's something. Yeah, dude, it's something like.
Hey, I'm having a good time. Why are you guys sweat?
I've got lizard skin.
I regurgitate my moisture. Excuse me.
I'm more like a dog, a pant.
Oh, he doesn't sweat. He said he suffered an adrenaline overdose during the Falklands War in 1982. Ooh. That's fucking awesome.
He's now
snowboarded through the war.
He goes, I'm too extreme to sweat.
There's no way I could molest a teenager. I can't water from my body.
I landed the first 900 holding a rifle.
He goes, that's so funny. He goes, no, I didn't fuck that girl. Look at me, calm as a cucumber.
Wait, what did his inability to sweat have to do with him having sex with that underage girl?
You'll see. It's like, I can't exert myself. If I don't sweat, I'll drown on the inside, I will.
She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have
What am I?
bath, possibly.
What am I, Irish?
Dancing like some sort of peasant. Right, no.
People dance for my entertainment.
Frivolity is
No way.
God damn, dude, that is not. Any 16-year-old girl, you go, you want a fucking prince? They go, yes.
I want to see them dancing like it's the age of innocence, like that weird like.
He goes, is this the prince's guy who whips the horses who drive him here in a chariot? No, this is the actual prince. Oh, could you imagine a guy? He comes and then wipes his dick with his reusable handkerchief he keeps in his pocket always. Still sensitive. Oh, you see, the nerve endings are all open and wibbly jibbly. Give me another taste, Christine.
With the sweating, because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was. Oh, actually, yes. I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
I got so awesome, I did, that it took away me sweat forever.
I shredded the gnaw to a near fatal level.
I shredded.
The doctor said it was a miracle last morning. As a result,
I was gleaming the cube, and what you don't understand was the adrenaline rush to the head when you gnaw that hard.
Have you ever seen Airborne?
Yeah. He goes, I suffer from one of those, I'm super rad.
I don't remember this. I was just looking at Diddy Rock the Vote.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
South Park did
Park.
a Diddy music video where he threatens to kill the kids for not voting.
It's like a whole rap.
Give me some more.
This.
Yeah, we can't jump from a middle video to another video.
It was almost impossible for me to sweat. On that particular day that we now understand.
It was. I couldn't have slept with her. I was getting my sweat glands expelled that day.
I was having my ducts clear.
Which is the 10th of March. I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking.
Why would you remember that so specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Because going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been through Woking a couple of times, and I remember...
His excuse is also, he goes, I couldn't have done that. I didn't eat that day.
Most of my meals are delivered to me by a butler on a silver tray with a big dome and steam rising from it.
Call me Master William.
Shambling down the hallway, clinking tea kettles. So simply, there's simply no way I could have sex with a. What was her name? What was her?
Dude, there's the girls. Yeah, when
What's
she described,
her face?
She was in one of the documentaries. That particular girl, yeah, and she describes it like pretty awfully. But I mean, she's smiling in the picture, which is the only thing I would say if I was this guy at this point. I go, hey, she's smiling though, right?
She loved it.
Yeah, at least she was smiling. I didn't know she was under. You could do all the excuses of the I don't knows and what have you, and then go. And to my knowledge, she was smiling.
It's probably they probably only do before pictures. Like they don't have like an exit interview on the way out.
First of all, and if I can freely speak as a 17-year-old prostitute, female prostitute, I'd say let's get, as soon as he goes, let's dance, I would drop to my knees and start sucking this guy off, praying for cum as fast as possible. And then if I can't make him get like that, I just bend over and look away from him and spread my ass cheeks and say, plow away, dude. Please, Prince, finish this. Because if you had to before you fuck him, as he's saying, we danced together, that was the thing, we danced. And you're like, oh, God, that would be the words. Look at him. He's like,
yes. Smashing.
I feel something moving.
Ample
it's
bottom.
been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, get a grip of me thing.
It's a real fussy bottom.
Yeah, I guess that part would suck, man.
This would be the song. This sounds like an Epstein Island song, dude. It's music. It's like fucking disco music. Fucking public domain. Fucking. This is Get Lucky.
Oh man.
Oh.
The roller skate.
Also,
on a roller rink.
a young girl. By the way, I was picturing it slow dancing. He better pray to. If fast dancing is even worse, like watching him try to do, because then you see how old he is, and it's weird. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna do a lot. He's gonna do a lot of that, like the twist. Yeah, he's gonna do a lot. Oh yeah, and she's gonna be like doing like girl shit. Like, okay,
yeah. The thing where they like swing their knees back and forth really quick. That's my dad's dance move.
Yeah, he's just swinging. Prince.
What's the matter, dear? Don't fancy a dance?
Yes. I thought you'd be a better dancer. He's a critical
girls like
you
dancing.
like my moves? You're going on the 1 and 3 instead of the 2 and the 4 years.
This is great. Ghislaine Maxwell just says that it's a fake photo.
Yeah.
No, she's the best.
No, I guess we're stupid.
She's ride or fucking die.
She's the best, dude. She's like, that was AI. Because there wasn't AI yet. Yeah, for you guys. This is early AI. This is beta tested.
Man, that dragon lady must have shot one little quick look to that 12-year-old girl and said, get in line. Act like you love this dance with this old geezer.
No, was she 12 there?
She was
No.
17.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Calm down, Jacob.
That one.
It's a little different.
Jacob, relax. Nobody was 12, you fucking weirdo.
How old
Yeah,
were
just
I
you?
think 14, 15. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fucking. If you're not married
Sorry,
today,
Epstein Island
if you're not
clients.
if you're not married at 15 in Florida, you're a fucking fat pig who no one loves. Because yeah, it's Florida rules, dude. Things are different down there.
So wait, he never explained the sweat thing.
No, he got all jacked up in the Falkland Wars,
it was
and
adrenaline.
So he can't get like worked up.
he went full Hulk.
He's like,
He sweated out everything. in the
That's
Falklands.
that.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's all right.
Me fluids is gone. Everything sacks.
My pores closed.
My pores closed.
why, madam? I am oozing cum as we speak.
Dude, what do you guys think of election day? You guys keep coming back to it here, but Lewis said he believes that if Kamala wins Pennsylvania, someone's going to assassinate Tony Hinchcliffe.
I mean, it was.
I don't think Tony's going to affect the election one tiny bit at all.
But
and
if
I
he
think
loses,
I'll stand by that. I think with Tony didn't do a bad job at that job at all, and it was just it was a dumb booking for everybody all around the take, and that's a lot of that's hindsight, I guess, but like. If it affects anything, how retarded would that? I mean,
Tony's
how
a
bad?
double
but
agent.
they will blame something. if Trump loses.
He's in first place for blame.
And dude,
Sure.
it's because it's also the narrative that the left was like, I can't believe he would do that, and blah blah blah, and so. And even with Trump,
I bet when the Hulkster came in, he goes, no kind of Nazi party I've ever seen. Which, by the way, is hilarious. Have you seen other Nazi parties?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of them.
This isn't a Nazi party. Nazi party usually has better food. Nazi party's got, there are some non-whites here, I've noticed. Brother, another brother, 2 brothers up there.
lampshade head brother.
Hey, brother, I bet you carve pumpkins just like white man. I'm not going to say something like that. That's fucking great.
It feels weird out there, though, man. Like just.
Well, you took a city bike here.
Well,
you're a man of the people.
Just around New York, even like online, it just feels like somebody said it's like it feels like everybody's waiting for an STD test right now. You know what I mean? It's just like there's like a.
I know, but if we don't do that tomorrow, we could just do what we did today and yesterday.
Sure.
I know, but it's the problem is going to be some people are like, now it goes, hey, we're going to find tomorrow. It goes, I'm either going to go back to my job as custodian of this high school, or I'm going to fucking take up arms.
Dude, there's people that are ready to fucking throw down. Like they're ready. Like,
are there?
I think so.
I feel like there's more speculation than anything. I have a feeling the country may be a little lazier than we give it credit for, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are ready to mobilize. I just feel like people's lives weren't different, any different from 8 years ago to 4 years ago to now, enough to be like this, to even get that hyped about it.
Just eggs cost more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not paying $5 a gallon for milk.
It's like $9 for jumbo eggs.
That's what his screaming as they're pushing the fucking Capitol doors open. Milk, affordable milk.
You know where eggs are reasonable? Trader Joe's.
Yeah, but they're weird eggs.
They're not weird eggs.
Yeah,
they're
are.
Fucking, what's it called?
Dude,
Free range.
I'll do my fucking
pasture raised.
I'll do my D'Agostinos any day.
Well, they're expensive there because you're going to boutique. Why do you go to boutique shopping?
Because it's next to where I live, dude. I don't know. What do I do? Where am I supposed to go?
Get down to Key Foods, bro.
Where's Key Foods?
4th and
Nope. No, dude.
So far.
You already said
it's like
4th.
a whole different neighborhood.
Yeah, bro. It's like
it's a grocery
Josh is on
store.
foot.
Dude, I'm on foot with Lekka. I got an 80-pound dog.
Nah, dude, it's a real grocery store, dude. You're gonna love it.
What's the vibe in Philly? Is it like
I don't know,
more
man.
signs or more this? I'm curious.
I didn't notice anything. I was at City Hall yesterday, and I guess they were setting up the whole parkway, like from the museum to City Hall, almost for I guess there was like a Kamala thing or whatever at night, but. It's quiet, I guess, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Philly's gonna be a necessarily like hyped up place.
If Trump wins, Tony is not in the circle though.
No,
he can't because he's
disowned.
out. He's disowned.
You
If
can't
he
blame
wins,
him.
he
He
can't,
did get
he can't
disowned.
enjoy it. He
Dude,
couldn't enjoy
I
it.
felt bad. I was like, oh man.
People wrote that and think I've had people do a complete flip. They were like, at first I was pissed at Tony. Now I actually feel bad for him. I go, I was indifferent to the situation. I'm like, it's going to be good for him ultimately. Like I know it's going to be that's positive in our world ultimately at the end of the day. But it becomes such a, like I said, a net zero. It's like a net zero situation because you kind of like gave up. Like you've made now people who like kill Tony, who are just like fucking hippy dippy people who are going to be like, now fuck him because he's spoke at a Trump rally. But you've gotten everybody on that other side, and all that had to happen was for Trump not to say, I don't know him, and I don't want to know him. I'm like, oh, man, what? The guy performed at your fucking rally,
Come
Donnie.
on, be a fucking bro, dude.
So, I mean, I know he was told he probably had to do that, but it was a hard sellout. And, like, you can even see Sean Hannity's going like this while he's talking to me. He's like, I know, ew, right? Ew, this guy. And you're like, oh, you fucks.
How humiliating. How humiliating to be standing there holding, the bucket of shit. And the caravan's leaving without you. And you're like, but I gave him everything to hold the shit, And you're just standing there, they're picking up sand in your face that they left you in the desert.
Now you can't go backwards and
Pretty
be like...
embarrassing, man.
You can go back and be like, hey, liberals. Hey, guys. Can you believe these monsters? They don't even get jokes.
You guys know how to take a joke.
Now... Está muy cumpleaños.
De donde es
Juan es guapo. Maria es fea.
Why are you making it sound like Justin?
Huh?
You're turning into Justin Silver.
I don't do impressions. I do 3. I do you, Justin. I do a pretty good Christine laugh. My Jacob's on fire, but it's just they're all deviations of Justin in some way.
Yeah.
And then a lot of variations of Cookie Monster. You're in the Cookie Monster family. But I have a lot of people. That's also my stepfather, my ex-mother-in-law, all similar voices.
You have a Kermit the Frog.
I have a Kermit the Frog that is also super comedy club owner, Vinny Brand, and Ray Romano.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Ah, it's not easy being deaf. Someday you'll find it. Tucked behind Rutgers.
Do you remember New Year's Eve when we were at the Dave Attell thing, and it's the first time I met Vinny, and like we're outside, and he's like, "So Jay says you got a music podcast," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I do." And he goes, "What's your favorite band?" And I'm like, "Guns N' Roses." And this is in the whole. Like, I think you're on stage.
No. I was standing next to you watching this. That's what we talk about. I go, Josh, you should have got out of that conversation quick. He goes, what's the thing about it? He goes, like your favorite, it's like the 500 greatest albums of all time. It's all by Rolling Stone. He goes, huh? I think 500 albums. I'm like, you have to say it loud. He's like 500 albums. He goes, what's your favorite album? And Josh goes, it's hard, man, for me, but if I got to pick, I'm a Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. That is like the album that changed everything for me, and just like I thought my life was different from picking up that album to there afterwards. He goes, what? None of it. Nothing.
What?
Josh gave an eloquent speech. He asked the question, and by the way, he just said they're nodding while Josh talked, and he goes, huh?
I was like, all right, I'm done.
He's not kidding. What were we watching before? The Philadelphia.
Prince Andrew.
Oh yeah, no.
Before that, we watched the District Attorney.
Jay, but you have to see this Philly guy before we go anything outside of Philly.
Well, no. Then also we have you said you got into a fight today.
I got into a fight last night.
A physical altercation.
Vocal, and you can hear it all. You can hear it all in the video at the David Gilmour concert. And I'd love to get the opinion on it from.
I'll give an honest opinion, but I also want to say, would you have rather me be there or not be there? We've been in a couple things where there's like incidents happening.
I would have wanted you there so you could laugh at what happened afterwards, at the egging on that I did. Do you want to know the situation? We just go into it now, or
yeah?
Okay, so
I think so. Tim,
I'm dying to hear.
Okay, so knowing we were going, I had nothing to do last night, and I just check on TickPick or StubHub, and I find a really cheap ticket, and it's section 115, which is right next to the stage. Like literally, I'm the final row.
That sucks.
And no, it says obstructed view, but dude, I could.
You want to see the screen, though.
But I could see the screen. I couldn't see like the full thing, dude. It was for $110.
I could see the joy on the faces of the people who could see it.
Well, you'll see it. You'll see how good the view is when I gave her the video. So,
Christine frantically checks for our tickets.
So I'm sitting down there in the final row. There's a Canadian guy next to me, this New York dude next to him, and then this like Latino guy that comes up to the side, and we're all sitting there. And the show starts, and he does like 2 of his own songs, and then he goes into he goes into Breathe, which I'm fucking stoked, dude. I love Dark Side. It's not Roger Waters. It's fucking David Gilmour, and I'm Team Gilmour. So I stand up with my like fuck yeah. And this Armenian woman or like Ukrainian woman just taps me on the back and goes, sit down. And I'm like, lady, it's a concert. You'll hear all this. It's like, lady, it's a concert. And she's like, you sit down now. And then
having transformative experience behind you.
Sorry, the LSD is making me freak out. I need to see the screen.
Well, I will say that Fenoy told me, he went yesterday, he said it is a sit-down show.
It's a sit-down, but I figured it was sit down until a fucking song like Breathe or Time or...
Did nobody stand up for Comfortably Numb?
No, we were standing by them, but the people behind me weren't.
I got you.
Because what happened is... So I stand up, and I'm fucking like, I'm into it, and the guy behind me goes, hey, down up front! This Long Island dude. And I go, dude, I'm pretty sure it all...
my fucking mind blown up
Someone's kicking the table or something a bunch.
Oh, that's Breathe.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's basically
That's so funny. I thought someone was like tapping the table.
So I eventually say, shut the fuck up, and then he tells me to shut the fuck up, and then I tell him to suck my dick. It's a concert, and then he goes, you suck my dick, and then I say, I would if you could get hard, you old fuck. And then this guy over, like one of the security guys, he sees us yelling, and he goes like this, but I thought he was telling me to sit down, and I'm like, what? He's telling me to sit down? So then I sit down, and then basically for the rest of the show, me and the guys next to him just constantly, if anybody stood up in the audience, we'd be like, that guy, you're ruining his time. We just kept doing that throughout the thing. And then David Gilmour would like walk by. We were so fucking close. I'd be like, David, this guy's told me to sit down. I got in trouble. I just kept egging this dude on. And then they have an intermission.
Yeah.
And I go up to the security guard and I say, why would you tell me to sit down? I can't stand at a concert. He goes, I didn't tell you to sit down. You can do whatever you want. He's like, you can stand. I go, then why did you tell me? And he goes, I didn't tell you. So then it made me go, oh, he heard us yelling. So he was telling me to like,
shut up,
to be quiet. And then the Russian woman comes over.
And then that guy in his mind, he was like, this guy could talk shit all he wants for the rest of the thing. I told him to sit the fuck down. And he did.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
But that would have hung on me all night. So now, once you heard in the intermission that you didn't have to sit down, I would have been exclusively standing.
I stood for a lot of it. I stood for a lot of the second half, but it wasn't standing music.
Poor Josh,
for
dude.
the second half, dude.
Poor Josh. Josh got the one. Your only mistake at Sting, when you went to the guy at Sting, when you said we were gonna get the guy kicked out at Sting.
Did you talk about that? You did talk about that on here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the only person was that was wrong. Your only move that was wrong there was informing him that he was about to be kicked out.
Yeah.
Because the person here,
full Karen.
right? And if you just would have went and done it, and he ended up staying there, you'd be like, fuck, that chick didn't do what she said she was going to do.
You're
whatever.
getting kicked
but
out.
When you give him you're getting kicked out, and then he sits there the rest of the show as one of the funniest.
You got
things
another
ever.
thing coming.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfy. Don't get too comfy. I wouldn't sit down if I were you because they're about to be out here on your ass.
Every breath you take is going to be outside because you ain't going to hear that fucking song.
Oh, your breath's happening outside.
You instead of walking on the moon, you walking your ass out the door.
You guys are stressing me the fuck out at Sting.
What, dude? We were doing our job.
Dude,
fucking fricassee hair.
Christine's not a good concert friend. She's not a good concert person.
I am a good concert friend. You guys were working. You were the self-appointed security.
Listen, only for the songs I didn't know or care about.
Dude, it was like,
why do we give a fuck that they're in the
because
aisle? It blocked Josh's view. That's what it was.
No. If you're gonna do seats, then we do fucking seats. If it's a standing show, make it standing, and then then you give a fuck what anybody does. But dude,
pile up to the front. Agreed. But clogging up the aisles when there's tax-paying Americans. Can I get some American music behind me, Lou? While tax-paying Americans are out there doing what they have to do and earning their fucking tickets, and then some piece of shit like you is standing in front of them. Or
prices are higher than ever.
No, they piled in. You don't just pile in to a fucking...
what American music is this? Is that like, bam, bam, bam,
no, the band America.
This is still Pink Floyd. Yeah, there you go.
That's better.
Lee Greenwood, who was also at the Trump rally. Why didn't he get any burn? Because Puerto Rico's a floating island of garbage, and I'd rather shit on it.
Dude, it was the Sting show.
And I wish that Puerto Rico would not be a part of my country, and I'd rather stand up next to you. Trying to get some of that heat off. No, I'm just kidding. Puerto Rico's a lovely place. I travel there.
Have you been there?
And oh my God.
That was
if I leave, I wouldn't go anywhere else.
When he said, it's beautiful, I vacation there. It's like, that's not a great one.
It's not a great one to come back.
It's
beautiful. I've bought some slums there and make people pay me expensive rent to live in it.
That's great. I have human surfboards and live there. And I stand on their back to ride the waves.
Their laws on incest and cannibalism are nil.
No, it's great. I go and I stay with a family who lives there and dominate their kitchen in time.
I helicopter over it and watch these savages compete in fights to the death.
I move the children into the mud crawl space and sleep in their room.
I bought all the
island.
I bought all the affordable housing and made it my toilet.
So wait, Josh, this is a 3-minute long video.
So you want to go
3 minutes of Josh in a war with a guy that never goes anywhere? Please.
You gotta turn it. No, it goes, dude. You'll be able to hear all the goods in there, dude. It's got some goods.
I want some. I'm gonna count zingers per minute. We're tallying the ZPMs.
So it basically.
Mr. Officer.
So you kind of have to skip ahead until you see where I stand up. So this is where I'm at. Yeah, you can see like.
This is you just watching the shred.
Yeah, but it's gonna eventually the camera's gonna start moving because then I'm arguing.
Did you take all your videos tonight?
No.
Did you take all your videos last night?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't shoot a lot of the show.
But did you get them all out?
Yeah, I'll probably do one tonight. I always do one. I just do one.
Can we not do phones? Just be friends?
No. I don't, dude. I stopped shooting the whole show. I shoot for one. Like I want to get one little clip, and that's it.
Just not comfortably
This looks like you're on the stage.
I know. Isn't that crazy? How good the seat was. So go back a little bit because this is where it's
iPhone 16.
Yeah. See, all right. So here's where it's starting to fuck up right here. So go back to right where it. Yeah, I'd say right about here.
No, slow down, actually, and back up in a second. Josh just accepted the valor of having a fantastic seat because Christine's saying, it looks like you're on stage with them. It's not that close. Look how pixelated and zoomed. That's a 1,000,000% zoom. That's a 1,000,000% zoom.
That's digital zoom. That's not even the lens.
First of all, something's wrong with my fucking camera. So just to give you an idea, okay?
It's pixelated?
It is pixelated.
Whenever you zoom in really far?
I'm not zoomed in that far, dude. Go to the beginning.
Go
to the beginning of the
Yeah,
clip.
you look really far away.
Go to the beginning of the clip.
Is that Louis C.K. on stage?
It's Bobby Kelly C.K. See, that's where I'm at.
Wow,
So that's side
that's
stage.
a mile.
Shut your trap.
It's not where you were.
That's where I
It's
was.
not where it looked
Wait,
like. No, it looks
you
not where.
didn't clog the aisle, did you, to get a video?
Shut your mouth.
No.
I am not an aisle clogger.
Were you a million miles away zooming in, or did you clog the aisle?
I am not a fricky see hair.
The aisle clog in Josh's defense here, and I have to take us back on this because we were policing the Sting show that night.
Yes, we were.
We were on a police sting. No, what it was we were sticking up for Tim. You know this about me. We've talked about it. Me and Lewis share a bond of we always believe in swift and aggressive justice for things that are unjust. You know that. And what I'm seeing is it's not about us. It's not about me. I could see over all these fucking stupid yuppie fucking jerk offs. It's to me what I'm watching is them fucking up someone else's night. And those people not being the kind of people who are going to say something about it.
And dude, we were.
And I can't let that kind of. I can't let that happen.
And Tim, in our defense, like it wasn't just us. There was me, Jay, and then there were the people that were in front that couldn't see shit. Remember those smaller ladies, and then the dude in the suit that was like a fan of ours. He was great because they would try to get in the aisle, and then he would just step in front with his bushy hair and like block the camera.
He was great.
Like, we were all working together as a united front.
But if I have to be completely honest with it, it bothered me much less than it would have appeared it bothered me because it was a slow concert waiting to get to the goodies. So like there was a lot of downtime where I found out it was maybe one of the most fun concerts of my life, and I enjoyed 5 songs. And that was simply in part to Josh being able to get worked up, me being able to get Josh worked up to really clean house in this fucking place.
Dude, we did a
Josh
good job.
knew, Josh knew a girl.
I know the GM.
The GM. Could it get somebody thrown out who fucking threatens you? No.
But in my defense, when at the beginning, because this is the truth, was that like I was like,
got straight. Shit was straightened out.
Because I go, dude, we got to do something about this. So I text, and within 5 minutes, we had 2 security guards clearing that one guy, Mr. Belvedere. He would like walk up with his mop head. He's there every night too, and he recognized me. He's like,
how funny is it though to have a new friend and like a girl who's a general manager who he met through somebody at a gym, and he comes to the concert and he meets her and she's very nice. She gives us these passes that night, and then we go inside the concert. And then could you imagine like thinking it's like, that guy's a nice guy. Hey, I have a new friend, Josh Meyers, a comedian. And then it's like,
excuse me,
can you send security, please? Because people are mean down here. And, hey, you guys, your soda here is not that carbonated. And then he comes up, and then he comes up personally and goes, can you kick a guy out?
Don't do that.
Hey, is all your popcorn stale? What is this sack of shit?
It's all.
Can you kick a girl out for me? I need a guy kicked out.
This shit is unpopped popcorn. This is club soda. It's flat.
Yeah, let's test our whiteness witness tonight. Let's try to get 5 people kicked out tonight.
Here's the deal.
There's a lot of downtime with this concert.
I only texted her once about that, and it was just the initial one.
Just
and then she
following
sent the
up.
guy.
Is anyone coming?
Still happening. And then put a meme of a guy looking at his watch.
Just painting the nails.
Still going on. These people do not respect the authority of the building.
They are making a mockery of your establishment.
They told this one particularly got told, but we started questioning the adulthood of these people. They go, how many times do you have to get kicked out of here before you realize? Like, fuck you guys. They hated us.
Dude, that guy that gave us the finger,
He gave it to you.
He gave it to you too, bro.
Oh,
No,
dude,
he
not
gave it
me.
to you.
No, because even I went like this.
Dude.
I did this. I was like, I did the what me, and he did like he's like no. He goes,
Shut
that guy,
the
and then he
fuck-
pointed at you with his
Shut
middle finger,
the
and then doubled
front
down.
door,
and that's when I
dude.
was like, dude,
Nah, bro.
And that's when I was like, dude, if I
Nah.
was you, I would go talk to my new friend, that girl up front, and tell her to kick somebody out on your behalf.
I'm going to kick you out.
Yeah, when I saw we walked off, Christine goes, "Where's he going?" I go, "To get that asshole. That guy's an asshole. He's going to get him kicked out because he knows the thing. I told him to go get him kicked out." And he's like, anyway, and then we just see Josh, and she's like, "What guy?" And I go, and then you see Josh go. He's like point his fingers.
I was like, oh my god, the GM is so annoyed with you right now.
She didn't know that. If she would have known that would have happened, she would have kicked the guy out. But they never got it back to her. I didn't bring
For
that.
flipping you off.
I didn't know. I said the guy threatened me with violence. Because I beefed it up.
And she
to
still
this-
didn't kick him out.
I didn't tell her.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't tell-
Imagine
I went-
meeting a woman and it's still a new kind of like acquaintanceship. You're like,
This man's making me feel threatened. Any chance you have some goons you can send down to help me?
Hey, I don't know where the suggestion box is, but this place feels unsafe for someone of my stature.
I think this guy
I'm
might
sorry.
assault me.
Listen, this guy is disrespecting the Brooklyn Paramount.
You guys work very hard in this place. The fancy fountains, all the lights. I'd hate to see it get ruined by a couple of bad apples.
Shut up, dude.
I'd say if you just dig a couple of eyes out of this potato, we'll be fine.
Thanks for the tickets, but I don't feel safe in your venue.
The Brooklyn Paramount does not care about
This
women.
guy is wiping his ass with my VIP status.
Dude, the best thing. I wish I had volume on.
Shut up,
Him.
dude.
He did it.
He goes, "You're gonna get kicked out. I know the general manager, and you're about to get fucked up. You don't give the middle finger to me."
We didn't even use the goddamn badges she gave
No.
us. We just stood around waiting for VIP
Yes.
passes to not even fucking use them.
I never went to Sasha with that. What I did was I went to a security guard and I was like, "Yo, I'm friends with Sasha." I was like, "Kick that dude out." I was like, "Kick that dude out." And they were like, "He was like, which one?" They all gathered around. They're like, "Which one are we kicking out?" And they all made me like, "Oh, we're taking care of it." And this guy's a friend. They'd seen me there before, so they know who I am because I go there. Fucking
That was the
constantly.
same night that we trans bashed afterwards.
Yes.
I mean, after that, we were all worked up, so me and Josh and Christina had to go trans bashing at a diner. Did you see? We ever bring it up on the air? That thing?
No, the comment?
Yeah, did you
No, I'll
see?
send it to myself
So-
right now.
Did he tell you what happened?
he told me
You-
about the
okay.
diner and the fucking couple and the
couple, yeah, that-
fingering.
Yes,
if I
that
recall
whole thing.
correctly.
Yeah. Over the pants,
It was
pussy.
over the
pressure.
pants.
Pussy
Yeah.
pressure.
Point blank, I said, if her pussy was out and I was watching a girl get fingered, I would have said nothing. I would have eaten my food while I watched it. And I said I would have become more of the nervous person then, like, boy, I hope they don't catch me because I want to continue to watch this. But I don't want to see them dry hump in a fucking thing. So...
Only full-blown fucking.
yeah, full-blown fucking or nothing, dude. I know the manager here. So
I did not know the manager of that establishment, though.
So, yeah, no, that was the same exact night. But we got a comment back from someone, like, put a comment that was like, as per Bonfire or something, like, never fuck this place. Oh, I forget. You'll have it in there. But somebody who says they're the manager of the place wrote back, this is because of your hateful and behavior. Because we allow everybody in our establishments, and your homophobic tirade, and it's like, that's so funny. Like, is this real? When then we saw it, I'm like, is that real? Is that real? Like a person who worked there said my homophobic or transphobic tirade?
Yeah, so it says couple inappropriately touching per Big J, food 1.5, service 1.5, atmosphere 1.5. It shouldn't. The food was actually fine.
It wasn't.
The food was garbage.
Are you out of your mind, dude? Do you remember that hot dog they gave us?
Oh yeah, that was bad. But my, dude, my fucking that milkshake was bomb.
That milkshake was stupid.
You were told to leave because of
Yeah,
your
couple inappropriately
anti-gay
touching per Big J. They write back. It says the owner. You were told to leave because of your anti-gay bashing. By the way, we bash anti-gays is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the wrong
for real.
thing. It's double
Nice.
negative. Yeah, you're not going to be anti-gay on my watch. You were asked told to leave because you're anti-gay bashing. We welcome everyone at 24. Shame on you. And I'm like, that is not even what happened.
But also, which message board thing is this on?
It was on Google
Right.
Reviews. I talked to the guy that sent it to me. He was a camper, and he Instagram messaged it to me, and I went to go to try to find it, and he looked too, and he's like, "It's taken down. Like, it's not there anymore."
We're having so much fun. I didn't realize how the time went. We have to
nobody
take a
has to
break.
leave.
We have to take a break. Well, I asked Christine to leave, but that was before because I don't like spending time with her. It's different then. JoshAdamMyers.com for tickets to all of his shows, everyone. He's got the Comedy Store in Los Angeles coming up November 17th and 18th. Arizona, La Jolla, Minnesota, all on deck after that. JoshAdamMyers.com. Make sure you listen to the Tim Butterly Show, available on YouTube. Go to TimButterly.com for all of his dates. Next thing coming up is Philadelphia, Next in Line Philly, November 8th. And then a whole Colorado tour and some Wyoming in there, November 14th through the 17th. So make sure you get tickets for that, TimButterly.com.
Please.
PunchUp.live/Robert Kelly, BigJComedy.com for tickets to my shows. And this weekend's all sold out. Don't worry about that. But get tickets for Louisville next week. We'll be right back. It's The Bonfire. Good timing.